What's up YouTube, it's Robo13 and I finally got around to doing the review of the HP touchpad. Here it is. This is the 16GB HP touchpad that I picked up for $99 when it was on sale. And I heard that they are going to be releasing more touchpads, so you guys should follow the people on Twitter. I'll post their links in the description. You should follow them on Twitter. They are the spokespersons for HP who will be talking about when they will be releasing the new touchpad. Anyway, back to the review. First things first, the touchpad is about the exact same size as the iPad 1. It's about the same thickness as the iPad 1. The iPad 2 is definitely thinner than this, but it's about the same height and width across as the iPad, and it's the exact same screen size, so in case you guys were wondering. And it is the same screen resolution, so you won't see any pixel differences between this and the iPad 2. As you guys can tell, you guys can see all the fingerprints on this. It's definitely fingerprint magnet, probably more than the iPad, because anytime you do just anything, it'll put fingerprints all over the screen. And if that bugs you, then this might not be a tablet for you, but you can just wipe it off and it works fine. So when you turn it on, you can't even see the fingerprints. It's a nice bright screen. The iPad does have a brighter screen. I'll probably be comparing this to the iPad a lot, but this is what the home screen looks like. It's got the time up here. You got Wi-Fi, the time, you got airplane mode, battery, and the date in the middle. And then you also got WebOS up there. So to unlock, you just take this little thing, you scroll up and just away, and it unlocks it just like that. And you got a home screen like this. It doesn't go back and forth like the iPad does, but then you got your dock down here. You can fit up to 5 icons down here, and then you got another one right here that'll bring you to the menu buttons. So the menus right here, you can go back and forth and you can see all the different apps. You got settings, favorites, downloads, and apps. I'm not really sure what the differences are between them, but you can download them from the App Store. Sorry, the HP App Catalog up there in the top left. That's what they call their App Store. You can get Angry Birds and a bunch of other different apps, but since HP did discontinue this, they probably will not have a whole lot more apps than they do right now, so don't be expecting any more great apps to come from this. So, but this is what the settings in the app thing looks like. So then to get out, you just hit the home button right down there. And now I'll show you guys what a home page looks like. So I'm going to bring up my YouTube page. So I'm just going to hit on YouTube down there. It'll bring up this little thing and then it'll pop up. And this is connected to Wi-Fi. So this is what the YouTube homepage looks like. And this does have flash capabilities, so when you play a video, it will play it straight through it. And then I'm going to hit on my last video. It'll open it up. Ta-da! So now when you don't want to be on that home page or on that page anymore, you just click the home button down here. Click that and it'll zoom it out kind of like that, and this is what it looks like for the open. This is kind of like their multitasking thing. I like this actually a lot better than iOS for some reason. It makes it more easy to use. So I'll bring up another one. I'll bring up the email client. This is what email looks like. It's pretty nice. It's just like the iPad. You got your inboxes down here, all your different accounts. You got your emails right here, and then if you want to, you can take this and then scroll it over, and you can open up this bigger, and it'll zoom it out just like that. You can go back and forth, and then I'll open up another one. Here's my Twitter. So I'll bring that open. No, I don't want that anymore, so I'm gonna hit the home page. And now if you want to add them all together, this is cool. You can click and hold. You can click and hold it, drag it on top, and then it will add it to that list, just like that. You see them? And I'm gonna add this one also to it. There. So now you have all 3 of them right there, so then you can go between them. You can like zoom out in between. And if you want to get rid of one of them, you just take it and scroll up, and it gets rid of it. Take it, scroll up. You can also scroll down, and it'll bounce up, just like that. So that's just a few things about that. It does have a webcam up there, which it does work for Skype. I have tried it with Skype with my sister, and it does work pretty good, actually, surprisingly. The mic does sound fine. The webcam quality isn't the best, but it does depend on your internet speed, so you guys might want to check that out. You can take pictures with this. You have to get an app for it, though. And surprisingly, the camera quality of it is actually very good when you take a picture. So I'm going to open this up and then see that it'll bring up, see this is the camera right here, so I'm just going to take a picture, going to hit the camera button down there, I'll take a picture of that, and then that'll save it straight to your camera, your photo roll in there when you're done. So I'm just going to scroll that up and it'll be done. And now I did forget to mention what the outside of this looks like. You got your charging port right there, you guys can probably see that. On the left side of it, you got your 2 speakers, You guys can see them right there and right there. They're actually very, very clear and nice. They got Beats audio in here, so it sounds really good. You got your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack right up there, so you guys can plug your headphones into it. You got your sleep and hold. You got your sleep and wake button right there. It'll turn the screen on and off, just like the iPad. You got your volume rocker up here, that little silver bar. And down here, and you guys probably can't tell, but there's a cutout right here for a SIM card slot. What HP was going to do is that they were going to allow this to have 3G capabilities by putting a SIM card into it, but then they discontinued it, so they never got around to finishing it. So they just made a little cutout for it, but it doesn't do anything. I thought it was an SD card slot at first, so I was really happy, but I found out it is just a cutout and there's nothing special about it. So now if you come up here to the top right corner and hit that little button, you'll get this drop down menu and gives you battery percentage, the date, you can change the brightness up and down, you got your Wi-Fi, your VPN, your Bluetooth, you can turn on and off airplane mode, you can turn the rotation lock on and off, and then you can also mute the sound right there. You can just hit that and it'll mute the sound. Up here you have this thing called Just Type. You just click on that. It's just like the search bar in the iPhone and the iPad and the iPod Touch. You can just type in anything and it'll search for it through the web. You can also search through the touchpad itself. So I'm just going to show you guys what a game looks like on this thing. Just open up Angry Birds. Okay, I'm going to hit play. First level and the last one I did. I'm going to zoom out, turn the volume up. Alright, now I'm going to play. It works very smooth, as you guys can probably tell. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. It works very smooth, there's no lagginess at all. The birds fly and everything, and it just looks good. And then you can exit out just like that, and it'll save it as your current state right there. Just tap on it, it'll bring you right back to the place you're at. You can just continue playing from there. So it's very nice to have. So I'm just going to swipe up, and I'll be gone. This works in portrait mode and landscape mode, and the battery life on it is great. I've been using it for a few days now, and I still have 26% battery right there. I've had Wi-Fi on, Bluetooth on, I typed it with a keyboard, and it's been working great. So now when you get an email or a notification, this button right down here is a dedicated home button. There is an LED in it, and it will light up anytime you get a notification, which is nice to see. This will just blink really slowly, and then you can click on it, and it'll show right up on your home page. Okay, and as you guys can probably tell, the LED is blinking down there because I just sent myself a test email. So that tells you they have an email, a Skype call, a Skype missed call, an IM, something like that. It'll tell you have some sort of notification. Now to find out what it is, you hit the home button and it'll appear right there. Now this is from my email, and it says the forward none. It just tells you the subject, and you guys can unlock it, and you can go in and see exactly what the email was just there. So I'm gonna scroll that away. And also when you get an email or a notification, it'll show up right here. I'm just going to tap that email button and it'll tell you exactly what it is. So it says YouTube service, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to hit on that and it'll bring me right to the email application and tell me what exactly it was. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys what the app catalog looks like. So I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Again, there aren't that many apps to begin with the touchpad, and then since HP discontinued it, now there won't be really any updates to the apps or any new apps coming into the App Store at all, so don't be expecting great apps to be coming out. There could be apps that come out, but not anytime soon, I don't think. So this is what it looks like. It gives you settings up here, and then down here says featured, categories, bookmarks, and search. So I'm going to click on categories. Now I'm going to go down to games. It gives you a bunch of different categories here, just like the iPad does. It'll then refresh. It gives you top, paid, free, and new. So I'm going to click on free. And it gives you all these different kind of games. And what's nice about it is that if you want to go and buy a game or download a game, it could be free, it could be paid for, but then you just click free. It'll automatically start downloading right there. It doesn't ask you for your password or anything. When you do want to buy a paid game, you do have to type in your password. So when it's free, you don't have to type it in like you do on the iPad, but on here you don't. But when you do have to pay for it, you do have to type it in, so it's good. And then right up there, it'll tell you that it was downloaded, and then it'll just disappear just like that, and you click a launch right from there. It'll bring the app up. and then you can start playing it just like that. So here's Solitaire, new game, free sale, and then it'll start playing the game for you right there. If you don't want to play anymore, just hit the home button, scroll up, it'll go disappear. You can scroll down and bounce it up just like that, and that's pretty much the game. What comes pre-installed on it are these different type of apps. It comes with the web, email, calendar, messaging, memos, Quick Office, Adobe Reader, Maps, contacts, phone and call, music, photos and video, Amazon Kindle, YouTube, calculator, and clock. So these are the ones that come pre-installed on it. I'll show you guys what the Maps looks like. They use, I think, Bing Maps. I'm not entirely sure, don't hold me against that, but this is what the Maps things looks like. It's actually pretty good. You can actually find your location pretty well if you zoom in. You can see that I'm at Radford University right now, which is pretty cool. It uses the Wi-Fi that you're on to find it where you're at. Then you can type in different addresses and you can get different directions to get there. And I've been using this a few times for directions and it actually works really well. Show you what the calendar looks like. Bring up the calendar, and it's pretty much exactly like the iPad. Most of the functions on here are pretty much exactly like the iPad, so I'm going to hit go. It'll bring up just like this. You can have a by day, by week, and by month. So I'm going to bring up the month page, and it looks pretty much exactly like the iPad. You just scroll left and right to get to the next month. You click on that, and you click New Event, and then you can type in your new day that you want to add to it, and there you go. So now here's the Skype app, and I don't have it set up because I only used this once with my sister. And that was before I even moved to college, so I'm not going to show you guys this, but the webcam does look good. I already showed you guys what the camera function looks like. You do have to download an app to use the camera, which is kind of annoying, but it does work very well. I used it with my sister, and it worked great. I could see her, she could see me, so it worked fine. It does come with a music app, so you guys can add your own music to it. I'll open this up, and you guys can see what it looks like. It's kind of just like the iPad as well. Like I said before, it is a lot of the same functions as the iPad, and a lot of the same apps. Looks like this. You can just scroll up and down through the music, and if you want to play something, you play it, you just click it and it'll start playing. I'm not going to play it due to copyright stuff, so I'm just going to exit out of that. The next thing is Amazon Kindle. Whoops, Amazon Kindle, so I'm going to click on that. This is a very good e-reader. I don't have any books downloaded for this, but I have seen people read books on this before, and it does work actually very well. You can go to the Amazon Kindle store. I'm going to click on that. It'll bring you to this. And it brings you to a web page so that you can then download it, and when you download it, it'll install it straight to your device, and then you can start reading it straight through there. And they have all the books that's in the Amazon Kindle store, so you guys don't have to worry about any of that. It works great. And that's pretty much it. Here's just some of the settings that you guys can play around with if you ever have this, or if you're gonna get it when they release new ones. They got location services, sound and ringtone, system updates, print manager. I haven't tried printing with this yet, so I will try that and let you guys know how that works. You get screen unlock. You can change the screen. You can change the background picture of the screen to whatever picture you want. You can install pictures from your computer. Just plug it in through USB, and you can install it straight through there. You can also download pictures from the internet and set that as your home screen. Back to here, you got VPN, Wi-Fi, text assist, regional settings, accounts, backup, Bluetooth, date and time, and device info, just some of the basic ones, and you guys can mess around with those if you have this touchpad. So I hope you guys like this review. It might not be in depth as if you guys wanted. If you want me to review any other stuff, just post a comment below, please. I wasn't entirely sure what you guys wanted to see, so I just did the basics pretty much. So just let me know, post a comment below if you're going to get this, if it does come out again. I do have rumors that it is coming out. Office Depot just sent me an email and said that they do have more in stock, so you guys might want to check them out. But by the time I post this, it might be already out of stock and they might be off the internet already. But they said that they're going to ship me a new 32 gigabyte touchpad, so I'll have a 16 gigabyte and a 32 gigabyte hopefully by in like 2 weeks or so. So I'll post another video if I get that in. Again, post a comment below if you guys want me to review anything else. If you're going to get this touchpad, if you already have one, I got this for $99, so this is a great deal. If you guys can pick this up, definitely pick it up. It is a very good deal. I'm surprised this doesn't sell as well as the iPad. It does work just as well. I think it's just because Apple just has a chokehold on pretty much the technology industry right now. So that's why companies such as HP is getting rid of great products such as this. So I hope you guys like this. Please hit the like button down below if you do like it. It only takes you guys a second. It helps me out a lot. Post a comment below if you guys have any suggestions for me to do more reviews on this, and subscribe to me for new videos, alright? Thanks, guys.